Hey there, quick tech tip regarding the front axle actuator on a GM pickup, mid-2000s. Recently I came across this and brought back some memories. A young man asked me to help diagnose no four-wheel drive function on a 2003 GMC Sierra 5500 with a four push button four-wheel drive system. And it's important that it's a 4-button system. That's the one where we can scan it and we can retrieve trouble codes. In this case, that's exactly what we did, and we retrieved a C0379, which points us to the front axle actuator. And of course, the young man said, I've already replaced the actuator on the truck and replaced the encoder motor. I just don't know why it won't work. So we quickly pulled up a wire schematic, and as you can see here, we connected a test light between the brown wire and the black wire, which is a B+ feed and dedicated ground. Once the test light illuminated, that let us know that the fuse and the wiring from the fuse were intact. Next thing, we used a digital volt ohm meter and we measured the voltage on the light blue wire here, which is the actuator control circuit. So with it back probed in, or plugged in and back probing the circuit, we measured 10.6 volts on this blue wire, which indicates the two-wheel drive position. Once we hit the four-wheel drive button on the dash, then that voltage dropped to approximately 0 volts, which indicates that the transfer case shift control module was sending the correct signal to the actuator. However, we were not getting the feedback we desired on the black with white wire. So that gave us the conclusion that we in fact had a faulty actuator. Now back to the young man saying, well, I already replaced it. I said, well, next thing you need to do is get a different one, thread it into the front axle, and make your electrical connection. We're going to clear any trouble codes and retest. Make sure that you don't plug it in, allow it to hang by the wires, and test it that way to see if it moves, because in many cases, by actuating it not installed on the vehicle, you're going to overextend the actuator and damage the new actuator. At that point, he had that puzzled look on his face, which became very evident that that's exactly what he had previously done. And so one of the tech tips here, I've given you the pinouts that we should see on the wiring, but when you get your new actuator, don't just plug it in and let it hang and see if it works or not. Make sure it's installed in the vehicle first before reconfirming that your new actuator works.